So today I'm hunting the site of an old iron furnace, way up in the mountains. I dug here about 10 years ago with a different machine, and there's just tons of iron up here. There's a lot of iron ore and ore that's been melted into blobs and chunks of pig iron. So I'm hoping with this new machine, this Garrett here, maybe I can, eke through that iron and maybe get a good signal or two out of there as well. But boy, I tell you, there's a lot of iron here again today. And unfortunately, this isn't a foundry where they made stuff, so I'm not likely to find axes or guns or cannonballs or anything like that here. This is where they actually took the ore, melted it down into bars, and they shipped the bars off to the foundries where they remelted it and made all kinds of iron objects, axes and plows and whatnot. So we'll give it a quick shot here, see what we can do. I don't have real high hopes because it's just loaded with iron, but let's see what we can do. So this is the little creek I'm on, and I think I'm really close to where the iron furnace was, because all up along this bank right here, the ground is underwater, is loaded with chunks of iron and melted iron and whatnot. So I'll show you some of that, and we'll work our way up along this bank and see if we can find anything interesting. I did find some pig iron and those weeds up there a long time ago, so we'll work our way up there. So just to give you an idea of what's here, this is how I have my machine set up today. You see I have the discrimination up around 24, which will cut out some of the smaller things, but not the bigger things. But this is what it sounds like. Here's a big piece of iron there. Being discriminated out a little bit though. There's a big piece of iron there. You see, you get that squeaking noise, so it's probably kind of a flat piece. Let's dig it up and see what it is. Another problem you have to deal with too is like with this pick. This is my magnet. This is what it looks like when you poke the ground a little bit up here. Get lots of melted pieces of iron, but also a lot of iron ore and whatnot. So, I mean, if someone found that by itself out in the field, they might think it was a meteorite. And I see a lot of those type of things posted online, but that's just iron ore. There's literally tons of it on this right up along here. But anyway, I got this big signal here. Let's see if we can see what it is. Alright, what we have there is a little piece of pig iron, I believe. Well, no, it's not really a pig, but that is melted iron. You can see it's all melted there. Got a lot of impurities in it, so I don't think that was anything that they were going to put in a wagon and ship off to the foundry to sell. But that's what's up here. So we'll keep looking. Okay, been here about half an hour or so. Still haven't found anything good, but this is my first signal that might actually be something that's not iron. So I'm going to film this and we'll post it no matter what it is. It's really jumpy though, so I'm not sure what it is, but let's find out. What I do is I move my foot forward when I do this, and I put it just behind and to the left of the target, so when I get my pinpointer out, I know the target is going to be just to the right and in front of my foot, so it makes it easy for me to find it that way. That's not easy. I think it's iron. Yeah. Oh no, that's not iron. Well, it might be a can. I think it's a can with like the pewter solder on it. There's a bunch more of it down there, but it's underneath the hard pan. Slightly back downstream, this is the remains of an old bridge. There was a road here from the late 1700s on. I don't know when the bridge was built, but I imagine probably in the early 1800s. There's a new one, several new ones just downstream from me. But what I'm going to do is work up along that bank right there. It's that big washout. That would be a great place to check, because anything that was up on that bank is now down in the river, so there might be a nice heavy coin or something over there. Let's go look. Here's a nice little signal here. It's one of the best ones of the day so far. You can tell it's nice and small. Coin size, read in the 80s, so definitely the best signal of the day. It definitely moved. You can find it in here. Ah, yes. That's a coin. Yay, coin. I think we're going to be really disappointed, though. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. Just a Washington quarter. At least it's a coin. Yeehaw. This is kind of interesting here. This is part of the old bridge. You can see this is concrete and it's got pieces of rebar sticking out of it. And you notice how they're all kind of bent over like this from the trees and stuff that get washed down in floods. But this would have been a pier right here. You can see on the bank over there's another pier, and the stone part was up there. So this was probably rebuilt in the late 1800s. I know the bridge was here before that. And you can see where it zips across. It's part of a newer bridge right there. And went to that bank over there somewhere. So we'll go over there and check it out. There's actually even a newer bridge down there. So this is a pretty popular crossing. And there should be a ford here too. I haven't really looked for that yet. So maybe right in this area here, some big flat rock. That might be where the ford was. So we'll poke around there a little bit too. It can be really tough underneath these newer bridges though, because there's so much iron and junk from the bridge. It can be really tough to find stuff, but we'll give it a shot. Just dug this neat thing. This is a giant spring. I think they go on the railroads. I find them a lot underneath the railroad bridges. Don't think this is too old. That would be kind of a cool thing to have, you know, in the relic room, but I don't think I'm going to keep it because it's way too heavy. So I'm just going to let it go. If you know where the spot is, you want a spring, well, you can come back and get it. It's all yours. Okay, that's it for me today. I didn't keep a single thing. I found a ton of iron. The only non-ferrous targets I found were like pull tabs and modern junk, so I kept absolutely nothing today. So I guess you could say I was skunked. I did want to show you something interesting though. If you look upriver where I just came from, there's that bridge I was under, and just down to the right of that was the piers where the original bridge was. Now if you look downstream, here's a bridge, another bridge below that, another bridge below that. So that's like 6 bridges right here at this crossing area. So a lot of people came through here, but boy, I tell you, I don't think they lost much. This is about it for me, so I really don't have high hopes. Until next time. Before we look at this, I had to show you this. We'll do a little close-up of the bridge. Again, this is a major interstate right here. Look at that. Oh, it's cracked. All the way up. I mean, up at that next joint up there, you can see it's all cracked there too. Jeez. Cracked right down to the river. Wow. This is another big piece of slag from the front.